While searching for a cure for a deadly virus, a scientist ended up creating such a dangerous kind of rain that the moment people got wet, they would scream in pain and die. And within just a few days, one city after another started disappearing from the map. This is from the time when all of it hadn't fully started yet. In a university in Denmark, a girl named Simone was rushing to her class because she had an exam. Suddenly her father, Frederick, shows up there, and without explaining anything, he grabs Simone and puts her in his car. Inside the car, Simone's younger brother Rasmus and her mother are already sitting. Frederick is extremely panicked, and without telling them what's going on, he starts driving very fast. He's taking them deep into the forest, to a secret bunker that his company, Apollo, had built. The weather is getting worse really quickly, and it feels like it could start raining any moment. Because of Frederick's speed, there's an accident up ahead involving a few cars, and the road gets completely blocked. People start arguing with Frederick angrily, but he doesn't care. He immediately gets his family out of the car and runs with them into the forest. As soon as they reach the spot, the first drops of rain begin to fall from the sky. Frederick quickly opens the bunker lock with his fingerprint and takes everyone inside. Once inside, Simone and Rasmus are shocked because they don't understand why their father brought them here. The bunker has everything they could need: food and water stocked for years, and even its own air processing system. Simone is about to question her father, but Frederick puts on a protective suit and starts getting ready to go back out. He only says one thing: "Until I come back, nobody will leave this bunker." Simone tries to stop him and wants the truth. That's when Frederick tells her that the rain outside has a very dangerous virus in it. Anyone who comes into contact with it dies in seconds, screaming in pain. Frederick is the only person who can find a cure, so he has to go to the company headquarters immediately. Before leaving, he tells Simone to take special care of Rasmus, because in the time to come, he might be the one who changes everything. Simone still doesn't fully understand, but Frederick leaves the bunker and goes out. A little later, Simone opens the internet on her phone, and the moment she sees the news, she's terrified. Everywhere there are scenes of death, destruction, and fear. People are collapsing on the road, screaming and dying in the rain. Scared, Simone starts talking to her brother. Then their mother says they're safe for now, but no matter what happens, they cannot go outside. They're still talking when suddenly someone starts pounding on the bunker door loudly. Rasmus thinks maybe Dad has come back. Their mother tells him not to, but he doesn't listen and opens the door. The moment the door opens, a man soaked in rain falls inside. His skin is burning, and while writhing in pain, he tries to drag Rasmus outside. But right then, Rasmus's mother pulls Rasmus back inside, and she pushes the man away and steps out into the rain herself. The instant she gets wet, she becomes infected too and starts suffering in pain. Even then, her biggest worry is Simone and Rasmus. She tells them to take care of each other. After that, Simone, crying, shuts the door and goes back inside, trying to call her father, Frederick. But her call won't connect to Frederick's phone, and that makes her even more afraid. At that moment, she remembers what Frederick said. Simone has to make everything look normal in front of Rasmus. Holding on to that, Simone controls herself and starts checking all the bunker systems. She finds out there are many more Apollo bunkers in their city. Simone tries to contact those bunkers, but nothing works. While going through supplies, she finds a radio. Using it, she contacts a man who is hiding in his home basement. Outside, conditions are extremely dangerous, and many people are being moved to a nearby hospital to try to save lives. Simone gives that man Frederick's number and asks him to call, but even after trying, he can't reach Frederick. Simone starts thinking maybe Frederick is dead too, because surviving outside feels almost impossible. Then suddenly, the entire city loses power. Simone's radio connection breaks, and now she's alone in the bunker, taking care of Rasmus. A week passes and Frederick still doesn't return. Simone gathers courage and plans to go outside. At night, wearing a PPE kit, she reaches the bunker gate, but then she starts seeing visions of her mother dying. Terrified, she runs back inside. Rasmus also doesn't want her to go because he understands the danger outside is huge. Slowly, a month passes like this. During this time, Simone struggles many times while caring for Rasmus, but she keeps trying her best to be a good sister and look after him. Along with that, she keeps learning about all the bunker resources and systems. During this, she remembers that some time ago, Rasmus had gotten a strange virus that nobody knew about. Back then, Frederick had made an antidote himself and gave it to Rasmus. Later, Frederick's company also found out about that virus and asked Frederick to submit the full report. Simone begins to suspect that maybe Frederick himself created this virus. Now, almost 6 years have passed, but Simone still has no information about Frederick. Rasmus is older now, and he wants to go out and search for food because there's very little left in the bunker. Simone refuses at first, but then she thinks she needs to go herself and assess the danger. At night, when Rasmus falls asleep, Simone decides to wear the PPE kit and leave the bunker. The moment she steps outside, she again sees visions of her mother. But this time, she controls herself and moves forward. Outside, she sees her mother's body has turned into a skeleton. Nearby, a deer is standing, and seeing it, Simone moves ahead. On the road, many cars are lying in terrible condition, and forest growth has spread everywhere. Simone doesn't focus on that and keeps going toward her goal. She reaches the hospital where people were supposed to be kept safe. Even after calling out many times, she gets no response. Then when she goes inside, she sees the entire place has turned into total ruin. Everything is destroyed, and dead bodies are scattered around on the floor. Suddenly, a wolf appears in front of her. In fear, to save herself, Simone hides in a nearby room. After a while, when everything becomes quiet, she slowly comes out and returns back to her bunker. After reaching, Simone immediately tells Rasmus everything, that the outside situation has become even worse than before. Now, if they want to stay alive, they must leave this place and go to another bunker somewhere inside the city. Hearing this, Rasmus decides that the very next day he'll go with Simone to find another bunker. They prepare to leave the next day and go to sleep. But at night, something suddenly goes wrong. The bunker's oxygen level starts dropping rapidly, and neither of them realizes it. After a short time, Simone faints because of low oxygen. But luckily, Rasmus hears the alarms at the right moment. He quickly wakes Simone up, grabs her, and runs outside, quickly shutting things as he goes. Now both of them are outside without PPE kits, but surprisingly, they don't feel any problem. That clearly means they can survive outside even without suits now. But then, suddenly, some people hold them at gunpoint. These are the same people who had seen Simone walking outside earlier. And when she returned to the bunker, these people shut off their oxygen supply so they could take them hostage and loot the bunker's rations. They lock Simone and Rasmus at gunpoint inside a room and start searching the bunker for food and supplies. But because Simone and Rasmus's rations were already almost finished, the group finds nothing. Their leader, Martin, gets angry and decides to leave Simone and Rasmus locked up and go away. If Simone and Rasmus stayed locked inside, they would definitely die. So Simone writes on a glass that she knows where they can find food stock. After writing this, she deliberately breaks the pad that had the map of the other bunkers. Now Martin has no other option. If he wants supplies, he has to let Simone and Rasmus out, because the locations of the other bunkers are only in Simone's head. In the middle of this, Martin looks at Simone and starts remembering his past, from when he used to be a soldier. Back then, he had orders to stay on a bridge and not let anyone leave the city so the infection wouldn't spread. If you've reached this far, that means you're enjoying the story, so a like and subscribe is deserved. But one day during duty, Martin sees a woman holding her child trying to cross to the other side from under the bridge. Martin fires several shots in the air to stop her, but she doesn't stop. With courage, she leaves the city. At that time, Martin showed mercy, so he didn't shoot her. After a while, his fellow soldiers call him to the nearby tent where they were staying. When Martin gets there, he finds out that the same woman he let go was actually infected, and after she left, many people in the tent had died because of the infection. Hearing this, Martin breaks down. With the death of his last companion, his patience ends too. In that moment, he decides he will never trust anyone again, no matter what the situation is. For him, survival becomes the biggest rule. After remembering all this, Martin comes back to the present time and clearly refuses to accept Simone's deal. But they have no food left, and without food, they won't survive long. Thinking this, Martin finally has to agree. He frees Simone and Rasmus and takes them outside with his group. After many years, when Simone and Rasmus step out of the bunker, the fresh air and light make both of them look relieved. After being inside for so long, coming out feels like a miracle. After some time talking with Martin and his team, they find out the world now has such a shortage of food and water that people have even started killing and eating humans just to survive. Hearing this, Simone and Rasmus are shaken. Then suddenly, at some distance, another group appears. They were using thermal sensor drones to search for humans in the area so they could capture and kill them. Seeing this, Martin quickly covers everyone with aluminum foil so their body heat won't show up on the drone camera. But nearby, there were two other survivors, and one of them, a girl, comes running and ends up right in front of Simone and the others. Simone wants to help her, but Martin clearly says no. He says helping a stranger could be a risk for the whole team. But at the same time, the girl in Martin's team, Beate, supports Simone. Without thinking, both of them run to save that woman. While running, the woman slips near a small river and falls down. Some people chasing her arrive and are about to kill her, But right then, Martin shows up and without delay shoots those two men because no matter what, Martin never abandons his team. But because the woman fell into water, she has become infected. Seeing that, Martin is forced to shoot her too. For Simone, this is a huge shock, and that's when she understands. Staying on dry ground is safe, but coming into contact with rain or even still water is still a massive danger. Even a tiny contact can infect them. After this incident, Simone leads everyone toward another bunker whose location she remembers. It will take them about a day to get there. Before night falls, everyone decides to stop in a nearby house. Inside, they find some weapons and clothes belonging to dead hunters, plus a little bit of supplies. There are also some bottles of clean water. Seeing that, John gives that water to his sick partner, Leah. Watching how much they care for each other brings a smile to Simone's face. At first, she only wanted to reach the next bunker using them, but now she feels these people aren't bad. Slowly, Simone truly starts wanting to help Martin and his team. The next morning, everyone starts the journey again. On the way, Rasmus's foot suddenly goes into a water-filled pothole. The moment Martin sees it, he immediately pulls out his gun and is about to shoot Rasmus. But Simone steps in front and stops him. She quickly takes off Rasmus's shoe and checks his socks. Surprisingly, they are completely dry. That means Rasmus's shoe is waterproof, and he didn't get infected at all. Seeing this, Martin breathes in relief and lowers his gun. Then they continue together and finally reach the second bunker. The door opens with Simone's fingerprint. Seeing the inside, everyone's face lights up. There is so much food and supplies that they can live comfortably for years. Everyone celebrates and eats until they're full. But Simone feels uneasy inside because she doesn't trust Martin and his team completely. She doesn't know when they might kill her. When she talks to Martin directly about it, Martin explains that Simone has been inside a bunker for 6 years, so she doesn't know the reality of the outside world and people anymore. Martin is actually a good person, but in the present time, trusting anyone is not easy. Still, Simone ignores the warning and goes deeper into the bunker. There she sees a phone charging, and it has an old childhood photo of Simone and Rasmus on it. This phone is actually her father Frederick's, who had left the old bunker and came to this new bunker for some time. Simone immediately checks the phone with Rasmus. She finds a video of Frederick where he says he is going to a headquarters in Sweden to make a cure or antidote for the infection. Simone instantly thinks her father might still be alive, so she decides to go with Rasmus to that Sweden headquarters. Simone tells Martin too and hopes he will help them. But Martin clearly refuses. He says in the bunker they have no danger, but to reach the Sweden headquarters, they would have to pass through the middle of the city where many hunters could be hiding. Martin thinks it's too risky. Martin also says the video is 6 years old, and Frederick might be dead by now. And if he had succeeded in making an antidote, Martin would have definitely heard about it. But Simone ignores him, takes a few days' rations, and leaves the bunker with Rasmus. Beate also decides to go after them along with John and Leah because she truly wants to support Simone. Leah understands that because of Simone, she could reach this bunker safely. Also, earlier, Martin and Patrick were actually going to kill John, Leah, and Beate. At that time, the three of them didn't know Martin and Patrick, and they were stuck together in one situation. Martin and Patrick had caught them to loot them, and Beate, to save her life, told them about a hidden stash place where she had kept food for many days. Martin took all 5 of them to that place. They all ate together there, and they genuinely started feeling good being together. At night, Beate requested Martin to provide them protection. Martin agreed, and from then on, they all stayed together. In the present time, Simone and Rasmus don't know that John, Leah, and Beate are following them. They reach near the city. On the way, they see a bus blocking the road ahead. Both are exhausted, so they rest inside the bus for a while. But after some time, they see shadows of people outside. Both freeze in fear. Then they realize it's Beate, John, and Leah. Simone feels really good seeing them, and she tells them to stay safe back in the bunker. But all 3 decide they want to stay with Simone. They reach a nearby safe spot and start eating. But then a lot of hunters show up there. They have to leave immediately. While running, Simone gets separated and reaches a metal fence on the road with many missing person posters stuck on it. Seeing it, Simone feels very bad. On the other side of the fence, she sees a small child, all alone. Rain is about to start soon. Now what will happen to them, and will they be able to reach somewhere safe before it starts raining or not? So make sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.